Most people think investing is complicated. Charts, experts, expensive advisors. But the real secret is much simpler. So simple, it almost feels illegal. Because once you understand it, you start seeing the same pattern everywhere. In the stock market, in real estate, in retirement funds, even in the portfolios of billionaires. And suddenly the game that once felt random begins to look predictable. And that's when investing stops feeling like gambling and starts feeling like a system. A few years ago, I met a man named David at a small coffee shop in Chicago. David wasn't a Wall Street trader, and he definitely didn't look like someone managing millions of dollars. He was a quiet, middle-aged engineer earning around $92,000 a year, driving a 10-year-old Honda and wearing the same faded jacket every time we met. On the surface, nothing about his lifestyle screamed financial genius, yet the truth behind his investment strategy completely changed how I thought about money. During one of our conversations, David casually mentioned that his investment portfolio had crossed $1.3 million. I almost assumed I misheard him, because he wasn't someone who inherited wealth or sold a tech startup. He simply followed a strategy that, in his words, felt so unfairly effective that it almost felt illegal. When I asked him what he meant, he smiled and said something that stuck with me for years. The market rewards patience far more than intelligence. At first, that statement sounded like motivational fluff, but the deeper I looked into the numbers, the more uncomfortable the truth became. According to data from the Federal Reserve, the majority of American households have little to no investment exposure outside retirement accounts. Many people believe investing requires perfect timing, deep expertise, or constant monitoring of the market. However, the evidence repeatedly shows that the investors who perform the best are often the ones who simply avoid interfering with the process. To understand why this feels almost unfair, we need to step back and look at the psychological trap that most investors fall into. Imagine someone who finally decides to start investing. They open an app, deposit a few $1,000s, and immediately begin watching the market like a hawk. Every dip creates anxiety, every rise creates excitement, and every news headline suddenly feels like a signal that something dramatic is about to happen. Before long, investing stops being a long-term strategy and turns into an emotional roller coaster. The problem is that markets are designed to exploit this exact emotional cycle. Financial news thrives on urgency because urgency keeps people watching, clicking, and trading. However, frequent trading rarely benefits the individual investor. In fact, research from several brokerage studies shows that the more frequently people trade, the worse their long-term returns tend to be. The reason is simple. Every decision introduces the possibility of mistakes, and over time, those mistakes compound just as powerfully as gains. Let's imagine two people starting their investment journey at age 25. Sarah invests $500 every month into a simple index fund tracking the S&P 500, which historically has averaged roughly 10% annual returns before inflation. She does nothing fancy. No stock picking, no market timing, no constant portfolio adjustments. She simply invests consistently and leaves the money alone. Now imagine Mike, who believes he can outperform the market through active trading. Mike spends hours reading financial news, jumping between trending stocks, and trying to predict the next big opportunity. Some of his picks perform well, others crash unexpectedly, and over time his average return ends up closer to 5% after mistakes and transaction costs. At first glance, the difference between 10% and 5% might not sound dramatic, but the power of compounding tells a very different story. After 30 years of investing $500 per month, Sarah's portfolio could grow to over $1.1 million. Mike, despite all his effort and research, might end up with roughly $420,000. The difference between the two strategies is not intelligence or effort, it's simply the ability to avoid interfering with compounding. This is where David's comment starts making sense. When you design an investment strategy that prioritizes consistency, low costs, and long-term growth, the mathematics begin working in your favor in a way that feels almost unfair. Instead of chasing opportunities, you allow time itself to become the engine of wealth creation. Every year, the returns generate additional returns, which generate even more returns, creating a snowball effect that accelerates quietly in the background. However, knowing this intellectually is very different from living through it emotionally, because there will be moments when the market drops sharply, headlines scream about economic collapse, and your instincts beg you to pull your money out immediately. In those moments, the difference between successful investors and everyone else comes down to discipline rather than knowledge. For example, during the 2008 financial crisis, the stock market lost more than 50% of its value at one point. Millions of investors panicked and sold their portfolios at massive losses because they believed the system was collapsing permanently. Yet those who simply held their investments and continued contributing during the downturn eventually experienced one of the longest bull markets in history. Over the following decade, the market not only recovered, but multiplied several times over. This pattern repeats constantly throughout financial history. Markets crash, fear spreads, people exit, and then recovery begins quietly while most investors remain on the sidelines. The irony is that moments when investing feels the most dangerous are often the moments when long-term opportunities become the strongest. When David described his strategy as feeling illegal, he wasn't talking about some secret loophole or complicated financial instrument. Instead, he was referring to the psychological advantage created by patience and consistency. While millions of investors react emotionally to short-term volatility, the disciplined investor continues following the same simple process month after month. To understand why this works so well, consider how companies actually grow over time. Businesses invest in new products, hire employees, expand operations, and gradually increase profits. These improvements rarely happen overnight, but over years and decades, the cumulative effect becomes enormous. When you invest in broad market funds, you're essentially owning tiny pieces of thousands of companies participating in this collective growth. This is why the stock market has historically trended upward despite wars, recessions, political turmoil, and technological disruptions. The economy evolves, companies adapt, and innovation continues pushing productivity forward. By owning diversified investments, you capture that long-term expansion without needing to predict which individual companies will dominate in the future. However, there is another layer to this strategy that most people overlook. It's not just about what you invest in, it's about how you structure the system around your behavior. One of the most powerful tools investors can use is automation. When contributions are automatically transferred from your paycheck into investment accounts, the decision process disappears entirely. Behavioral economists often refer to this as removing friction from good habits. Instead of relying on motivation every month, automation ensures that the strategy continues regardless of your mood, schedule, or temporary financial anxiety. Over time, these automatic contributions accumulate quietly in the background, building momentum without requiring constant attention. This is exactly how many retirement accounts operate in the United States. Employer-sponsored plans like 401ks allow workers to contribute a percentage of their salary automatically before the money even reaches their checking accounts. As a result, investing becomes the default behavior rather than an optional decision. Studies consistently show that people who automate their investments accumulate significantly more wealth than those who attempt to manage contributions manually. Another key component of this feels illegal strategy involves minimizing fees. Investment costs may appear small on the surface, but they can dramatically erode long-term returns. For example, actively managed mutual funds often charge annual fees around 1% or more. That may sound insignificant, but over decades, those fees compound just like investment gains. Imagine two portfolios both earning 8% annually before fees. One investor pays a 1% management fee, reducing the effective return to 7%, while the other invests in low-cost index funds, charging only 0.05%. Over 30 years, that seemingly tiny difference can translate into hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost wealth. This is why many legendary investors emphasize cost efficiency above almost everything else. Even Warren Buffett once advised that most individuals would be better off simply buying low-cost index funds rather than attempting to beat the market through complex strategies. When one of the greatest investors in history suggests keeping things simple, it's worth paying attention. Of course, simplicity can feel uncomfortable because it contradicts the human desire for control. We like to believe that more effort should produce better results, yet investing often rewards restraint rather than activity. The less you interfere with a well-designed strategy, the more time has to amplify its effectiveness. There's also a psychological transformation that happens once you truly internalize this approach. Instead of worrying about daily market fluctuations, you begin focusing on the factors you can actually control. Income growth, savings rate, and consistent contributions become the real drivers of progress. Market volatility simply becomes background noise rather than a reason to panic. Consider someone earning $70,000 per year who gradually increases their investment contributions from 5% of income to 15% over time. That shift alone dramatically accelerates wealth accumulation, even if the investment strategy itself remains simple. By focusing on controllable behaviors rather than unpredictable market movements, investors create a sense of stability that makes long-term discipline easier to maintain. This is where the strategy begins feeling almost unfair again. While others are chasing the next hot stock or reacting to every headline, you're quietly building a financial engine that grows stronger every year. The process isn't flashy, and it rarely generates exciting stories for social media, but its effectiveness becomes undeniable as the numbers compound. Let's bring this back to David, the engineer from Chicago. Over a span of 20 years, he followed the same basic framework. Every month, he invested a portion of his paycheck into diversified index funds, reinvested dividends automatically, and resisted the temptation to constantly adjust his portfolio. When markets dropped, he continued buying. When markets surged, he continued buying. He once described the experience as watching a tree grow. At first, the progress is almost invisible. Months pass with little noticeable change, and it's easy to wonder whether the effort matters. But after enough time, the tree becomes impossible to ignore, spreading branches in every direction and creating shade that didn't exist before. Investing works in a similar way. The early years often feel slow because the portfolio balance remains relatively small. However, once the investment base becomes large enough, the annual gains themselves start becoming significant. At that stage, the compounding effect begins accelerating rapidly, and progress that once took years can start happening in months. Another fascinating aspect of this strategy is how it shifts your relationship with money itself. Instead of viewing income purely as spending power, you begin seeing it as fuel for your investment engine. Each dollar invested represents a small worker contributing to your future financial independence. Over time, those workers multiply, generating income even when you're not actively working. This mindset shift can transform everyday financial decisions. Suddenly, the question isn't just, can I afford this purchase, but what future growth am I giving up by spending this money today? That doesn't mean eliminating enjoyment or becoming extremely frugal. It simply means recognizing the opportunity cost attached to every financial choice. Of course, building an effective investment strategy also requires acknowledging the risks involved. Markets are unpredictable in the short term, and no strategy can eliminate volatility completely. However, diversification helps reduce the impact of individual failures by spreading investments across thousands of companies and industries. Diversification operates on a simple principle. While some companies will struggle or disappear entirely, others will thrive and drive overall growth. By owning a broad collection of businesses, investors reduce their reliance on any single outcome. This approach transforms uncertainty into a manageable part of the process. Another powerful element of long-term investing is reinvested dividends. Many companies distribute a portion of their profits to shareholders in the form of regular dividend payments. When those dividends are automatically reinvested, they purchase additional shares that generate even more dividends in the future. Over decades, this compounding loop becomes a surprisingly powerful contributor to overall portfolio growth. There's a famous example illustrating this phenomenon involving the S&P 500. If you only consider price appreciation, the market's growth appears impressive on its own. However, when reinvested dividends are included, the total return becomes dramatically higher. Dividends effectively add another layer of compounding that many investors underestimate. All of these elements combine to create a strategy that feels almost too simple to work. Consistent contributions, low-cost diversified investments, automated processes, and long-term patience. None of these steps require secret knowledge or extraordinary intelligence, yet together they produce results that rival far more complex approaches. This realization can be both empowering and frustrating at the same time. Empowering because it means financial progress is accessible to ordinary people, not just professional investors. Frustrating because it reveals how much unnecessary complexity dominates financial conversations. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by investing, it's worth remembering that the most effective strategies often look boring on the surface. They don't rely on predicting market movements or discovering hidden opportunities. Instead, they focus on building systems that allow time and compounding to do the heavy lifting. Imagine yourself 10 years from now looking back at the financial decisions you made today. Would you regret starting small and investing consistently, even if the progress felt slow at first? Or would you regret delaying action while waiting for the perfect moment to begin? The truth is that time is the single resource investors cannot recover. Every year spent on the sidelines represents lost compounding potential that can never be recreated. This is why starting early, even with modest amounts, often produces better outcomes than waiting until later to invest larger sums. Consider someone who invests $300 per month beginning at age 25 and stops contributing entirely at age 35, leaving the money invested for the remainder of their career. Another person waits until age 35 to begin investing, but contributes $300 per month continuously until retirement. Despite investing for only 10 years, the early starter may still end up with more money because those initial contributions had decades longer to compound. This example highlights one of the most counterintuitive truths about investing. The timing of when you start often matters more than the total amount you invest. Time amplifies even small contributions into significant wealth when given enough years to grow. By the time David shared his $1.3 million portfolio milestone, he had long since stopped worrying about short-term market movements. His focus shifted toward maintaining the system that brought him there in the first place. The strategy didn't change dramatically as his wealth grew, it simply continued scaling alongside his increasing income and contributions. When I asked him what advice he would give someone just starting their investment journey, he paused for a moment before answering. He said the hardest part is accepting that the most effective strategy will probably feel boring. People crave excitement, quick wins, and dramatic success stories, but wealth built through compounding rarely produces those moments. Instead, it produces something far more valuable: stability, freedom, and the quiet confidence that your financial future is steadily improving. The progress may not be visible every day, but over years, it becomes impossible to ignore. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that your investments generate more income than your job. Bills that once caused stress become minor inconveniences. Career choices become flexible because financial survival no longer depends on a single paycheck. That level of freedom doesn't arrive overnight, but it grows gradually from the consistent decisions made years earlier. And that's the moment when the strategy truly begins to feel almost illegal, not because it breaks any rules, but because it transforms the entire relationship between time, money, and work. The same compounding process that once felt invisible suddenly becomes the foundation of financial independence. If this perspective changes how you think about investing, take a moment to reflect on the systems currently guiding your financial life. Are your habits aligned with long-term growth, or are they driven by short-term reactions? Are your investments structured to benefit from compounding, or are unnecessary costs quietly eroding your progress? Because the truth is that building an investment strategy that feels unfairly powerful doesn't require secret information or extraordinary talent. It simply requires designing a process that removes emotional decision-making and allows time to do its magic. Start small if necessary. Automate contributions, minimize costs, diversify broadly, and most importantly, give the strategy the patience it deserves. The early stages might feel slow, but every contribution becomes another seed planted for the future. Years from now, when those seeds have grown into something substantial, you might look back at the simplicity of the process and feel the same way David did, almost surprised that something so straightforward could produce such powerful results. And when that moment arrives, it won't feel like luck or coincidence. It will feel like discovering a system that was hiding in plain sight the entire time, waiting for someone patient enough to let it work.